Top 9, Jason Bay facing LaTroy Hawkins. Cubs trying to hold on to a one-run lead. Yard! Wow. Bay's second. Pirates have tied at 3-3. Cubs waste a good start by Greg Maddux, who pitched 8 innings of 4-hit ball. Glendon Rush on for Hawkins. Freddie Sanchez, a big pinch hit, his first career triple, and the Pirates take a 4-3 lead. Dusty Baker says, "We're snake bit. I'm at a loss for words." The bullpen collapsing around him. Bottom 9, they're on the corners. Jose Mesa in for the save, facing Corey Patterson, who homered in the 8th. Sit down. 4-3 Pittsburgh. Second blown save for Hawkins. Dusty Baker hinting at possible changes in the Cubs' closer's role. Stay tuned for that. Meanwhile, the Phillies facing Tim Hudson and the Braves in Atlanta. Andrew Jones, a 1-for-30 slump coming into Saturday, which, by the way, was his 28th birthday. Happy birthday to me. 3-run shot off Randy Wolf, second time in 4 seasons that Jones has homered on his birthday. 5-0 Braves. Huddy, 0.82 coming in. Top 2, Mike Lieberthal. RBI single. Hudson gives up 1 run in 6, and his ERA actually went up. He's the anti-Jarrett Wright. 0.96. Atlanta all over the fighting Phils. Not a happy day. 11-1. As he left Atlanta for the Bronx. 1, could he continue his career reclamation without Braves pitching coach Leo Mazzoni? And 2, could he stay healthy? He'd already had 2 right shoulder operations. The Yankees invested $21 million to find out, and so far, the answers have not been good. Wright came into Saturday's start against the Rangers with an ERA over 10. He ended the day headed to the DL with pain in his right shoulder. Before Saturday's game, Yankee shortstop Derek Jeter getting his first career Gold Glove. That would be the pinstripe highlight of the day. Top 3, Mark Teixeira takes right deep. Teixeira hit 2 home runs. He's got 5 on the year. It's 4-0 Texas. 2 batters later, it's Kevin Mensch. Guy's a mensch. Another 2-run home run given up by Wright, who tied career worst by allowing 3 homers and 11 hits in 5 1/3. Mensch 3 for 5. Top 6, Wright has to leave with discomfort in his right shoulder. There he is, and he is clearly in pain. Brian Cashman said Wright will go on the disabled list. Shen-Meng Wong will be called up and will likely start Saturday against Toronto. Rangers win big in the Bronx, 10-2. And this is not what they mean when they say an embarrassment of riches. Jarrett Wright and Kevin Brown making more than $21 million combined this season, and the boss is not getting his money's worth. Wright's ERA actually went down after Saturday, and Kevin Brown's numbers are equally disappointing.
Well, the White Sox trying to make the best record in baseball better, taking on the Royals. Jose Contreras looking to pick up his first win of the season, but trouble in the top of the 4th. Mike Sweeney with a slow chopper to first, but keep an eye on Contreras. Comes off the hill, begins to hop around in obvious discomfort. He would have to leave the game with a strained right hamstring. Bottom of the 9th now. Damaso Marte. Pitch gets away from A.J. Pierzynski. Matt Diaz tries to score, but tagged out by Marte. Heads up, top play nominee right there. The Royals would not score, and they go to extra innings. Top of the 10th, game tied at 2. 1st and 3rd. Aaron Rowland with a base hit to right field, scoring Pierzynski. The White Sox win 3-2. Best start in franchise history at 14-4.
Astros in St. Louis. Roger Clemens, 16 straight scoreless innings. He's given up 1 earned run in 3 starts coming into the game. They're loaded in the third, 2 outs. Roger Cedeno back to the Rocket, who's coming home for the 4th, and that ends the inning in the threat. Clemens tossed 7 innings of 4-hit ball. He struck out 6. Mark Mulder, equal to the task. Top 9 gets Mike Lamb. We are scoreless through 9. Houston just cannot score a run for Roger Clemens. Mulder comes back out for the 10th, retires Chris Burke. Mulder, 10 shutout innings. He gave up only 4 hits, struck out 5. First pitcher since Roy Halladay in September of 2003 to go 10 innings in 1 game. Bottom 10, can somebody win? Reggie Sanders on second. After a pinch single to lead off the 10th, get Brad Lidge in there. He said he threw a good pitch, a fastball down and away, but Larry Walker got it. Cardinals win 1-0. Mulder gets the win. Clemens could use some help. The Astros have not scored a run for the Rocket in 22 innings. Or make it 23 now. 23 consecutive scoreless innings for the Rocket when he's on the mound. He turns 43 in August. Only 2 pitchers aged 40 or older on opening day have had longer scoreless streaks during the expansion era. That would be Clemens last season and Rick Honeycutt in 1995.
Well, Frank Robinson's Nats couldn't put a glove on the Mets, and apparently the baseball on Saturday. Here's what we mean. Bottom of the 5th, Mets up 5-0. Victor Diaz up with 2 on, pops it towards second base. Jose Vidro, though, cannot come up with it. It's ruled a double. Diaz with his first 4-hit game. Doug Minkiewicz scores at 6-0 Mets. Still bottom 5, 8-0 New York. 2 on for Miguel Cairo. Down to third, but Carlos Baerga lets it go between the wickets. Jay So scores, the pitcher. 9-0 New York. Same inning, 2 on for Carlos Beltran. Hits one to left. Tony Blanco, whoops, slips. All the way to the wall it goes. Chris Woodward scores 10-0 in favor of New York. Top of the 6th, Brad Wilkerson up. Lines went into center, but Beltran with the great catch. That's a top play nominee as the Mets go on to win it 10-5. They scored all their runs in the 4th and 5th innings. Column hit the nail right on the head, pointing out the Giants were worried about only one scenario coming into the season, and that scenario is unfolding. Despite losing 3 straight, the LA Dodgers came out of the blocks with their hair on fire, and of course Barry Bonds is hurt. Worse, Bonds' surgically repaired knee is giving him more problems. Here's Pedro Gomez with more.
More than 5 weeks after the second surgery on his right knee, Barry Bonds is on crutches again because he had fluid drained from the injured knee to reduce swelling. Sources have told me this was not the first time Bonds had fluid drained from his knee since his second surgery on March 17th. Medical professionals say fluid removal after arthroscopic surgery is not uncommon. However, fluid removal on more than one occasion is an indication of a more serious problem.
Thanks, Pedro. Meanwhile, the Giants and the Brewers, beautiful day out in McCovey Cove. But in the bottom of the 3rd, what are those people looking at? Hey, Tom, the director, rewind that for me, will you? Thanks.
Wow, you're good.
Now, here we go. Chris Capuano facing Lance Niekro. Here's what happened. 1-all game. Niekro lifts the ball, fly ball down the left field line. Carlos Lee is there to make the catch, or does he? Yes, he does. Sliding into the wall, out of camera sight. The people couldn't see it, but just a beautiful catch there. Now, bottom 4 tied at 2. Yorvik Torrealba ripping the double to left field with 2 on. Edgardo Alfonso scores, and the Giants go up 3-2. They go on to win it by a final count of 6-2. Torrealba 3 for 4 in the game.
Well, the Dodgers have suddenly cooled off visiting Coors Field Saturday. They're loaded in the 5th, 2 outs. Let's all talk to Sean Chacon out there. The opposing pitcher, Odalis Perez, is due up, and the Dodgers decide not to pinch hit for Perez. He goes to right. Michael Restovich sticks the landing, and the inning is over. Chacon gets out of it. Top 8, 2 outs, and again, the bases are full of Dodgers, as indicated here. Pinch hitter Almedo signs. Flies out to center. Ryan Spire gets him, and again, the Dodgers leave him loaded. That ends the inning. They're loaded again in the 9th. LA down 8-6. Shinwei Sao, Jeff Kent. Here's your ball game. They get Kent. Rockies win 8-6. Dodgers stranded 16. LA has lost 3 in a row after that 8-game winning streak. Kurt Schilling on the mound for the Red Sox at Tampa Bay. Top 5. A little run support from Big Papi. David Ortiz, solo shot. How about 455 feet? His 2nd of the game, 6th on the year, 5-2 Red Sox. Remember Friday, Eduardo Perez hit a moonshot for the game-winning walk-off, a Brett Boone bat flip there from Perez. Well, after Ortiz's 2nd one, Papi's got a little bat flip of his own. Bottom 6, Devil Rays down 5-4. Travis Lee knocks in 2 runs. Kurt Schilling blew a 4-0 lead. Gave up 6 runs on 9 hits and 7. Schilling now just 1-2 on the year. Called it a pathetic display of pitching. Devil Rays come back to beat the Big Shill 6-5.
Well, the D train keeps right on rolling over the Reds, relegating the Reds to strap hanger status Saturday afternoon. Top of the 2nd, Marlins up 2-0. Willis facing Joe Randa, the Joker. Not laughing there. Hits him with a fastball. 2 batters later, he strikes out Austin Kearns. Foul tip fastball. Next batter, Rich Aurilia goes away swinging at a fastball, or threw one. Willis 6 innings of work, 7 Ks, gave up 2 runs. Now, top of the 9th inning, it's 4-2 Marlins, 2 outs. Reds with runners at 2nd and 3rd for Junior, and he goes away swinging. Guillermo Mota gets the save. Willis now 4-0. Marlins win 4-2. I believe it's time for top play, so let's get it going with number 10, the Citgo Bassmaster Elite 50 Pro. Michael Iaconelli catching a big one to get worked up about it. Heat up the fish grease, mama. On my way.
Homeboy caught a fish.
Wow.
Number 9, Dodgers Rockies, Jason Repko. Yeah, he's not nearly as excited.
Revolution in DC United. This is Freddie Adu with the nice takedown that allows Santino Carranza to score. Now take another look at this thing. Adu with a nice defensive play, and Carranza winds up knocking in the goal. But New England did win 4-3.
Don't mess with the rev. Number 7, Padres Diamondbacks, Chad Tracy. Getting a little defensive at Bob at first.
Played by Chad Tracy, and that, folks, saves a run. Wow, what the Jim Spencer is going on. I'll take obscure Yankee first baseman for 100.
Number 6, Voodoo and Rampage Arena Football. And Michael Bishop going deep to Josh Bush, juggling, struggling, but hanging on. Bush with tremendous concentration. New Orleans won 49-47.
Number 5, the Shell Houston Open. Mark Calcavecchia on number 9, going where Eagles dare.
Man.
Calcavecchia 6 under. He's behind their co-leaders Vijay Singh and Gavin Coles, who are at 11 under par.
It went about a mile, didn't it?
Mile and a half.
Number 4, White Sox and Royals off the wild pitch. A.J. Przynski with the flip to Damaso Marte covering, collides with Matt Diaz, but he is out. Outstanding play between pitcher and catcher. Saved a run. The Sox won at 3-2.
Number 3, Sixers Pistons. Allen Iverson the steal. Andre Iguodala the reverse. Look at AI. The save to the other AI. Pistons won game 1.
More D at number 2, the Nats and the Mets. Brad Wilkerson bidding for one in the gap, but taken away by Carlos Beltran. That's why they call him a 5-tool guy. Look at him go and get it. The Mets go on and get a win, 10-5.
I see your Carlos and raise you one, Carlos. Number 1, Brew Crew Giants. El Caballo. Carlos Lee in the corner. But the Giants beat Milwaukee 6-2.
SportsCenter's Top 10.